Welcome to another episode of the Miles Offside podcast, where we talk a little bit of K-League and a whole lot of nonsense. My name is Oscar Puente, also known as Footy From Afar, and with me, as always, are my co-hosts, Mr. 100% Chuck Bailey and super producer Ian Stimson. Come on, Ulsan Hyundai, 404040.
I cannot stress this enough. Do not watch the K-League. Don't do it.
That's all we got.
They had the perfect opportunity. The eyes of the world were upon them for that first game of the season. Oh my God, that was desperate.
Yeah, and if you did miss it, we had a 1-0 victory for, let me just pull this up.
John Buck Motors versus the Suwon Blue Wings, because some twat got a red card. He wasn't content with having enough time off before this, decided to get a red card. Great, I've had enough of this football lark.
Yeah, get the suspension in there.
Get him in the army. Ho-Min Son's there at the minute, isn't he?
I know, he won a medal. He won the top 5 for shooting, yeah. First medal he's had in a long time being a Spurs player. Can't be used to that. He was like, what is this? What is this? But it was a fair result. We had 1.4 on XG to 0.1.
I can't believe we're actually doing this.
Yeah, shout out to Dave, because the XG numbers for the Korean League are not available on the internet. I looked so much so I could give a Burnley of the Week out. But I texted Dave Mateo, our good friend, and I was like, hey man, you're from that side of the world and you know people in analytics. Is there somewhere to get XG? And one of his classmates, I think, or someone he knows, ran the numbers for me for just the first match.
Hang on, so these are exclusive stats?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Breaking news. No one else
has got these stats.
Hashtag exclusive.
Yep. I wish I knew his friend's name, because then I would give him credit. But all I can give credit to is
fine.
Dave.
It's us.
Can we just erase the bit where I said don't watch the K-League? It's like, come here for all your K-League nonsense.
Yeah. Going to change it in iTunes and everything to a K-League podcast. It'll be great.
Yeah, Pohang Steelers won 2-0 against another team.
Boo! Pohang. My bitter rivals, I think. That's what the internet said. I didn't actually watch.
The Donghang Derby's in 3 weeks, mate. So
The what?
The Donghang Derby, the one they all want to win.
Okay, say that carefully.
No.
No.
You heard it correctly.
That's me not saying it carefully. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Okay.
Yep, it's Pohang in the Donghang Derby against Ulsan Hyundai. Hyundai? How do you guys say it over there?
Hyundai.
Okay. Over here, I've been told that it's supposed to be pronounced like the name of the day of the week. Hyundai Sunday.
Just ignore letters if you want, yeah.
Well, good job. We got to 5 minutes there actually talking about football. Other football Bundesliga's back this next weekend. Allegedly.
I'm still waiting to see if that actually happens, because more and more players keep getting diagnosed with positive tests.
It'll be fine.
As long as they don't shout, right? It'll be fine. No yelling.
It'll be fine. I mean, no yelling, no spitting. It's only yelling. That's all you can hear when you watch the games. Just lots of yelling. Don't be close to each other on corners, but they're all close to each other. I don't know. Give us football back. Up the Gladbach. That's who I'm...
Yeah. Was that who you support in the Bundesliga?
Yeah, that's who I chose. I thought, if I'm going to go for a team, I may as well go for a team that I can't spell. So, Mönchengladbach, baby.
There you go. All right. Well, we'll see what happens with that. Allegedly, the Premier League is thinking about coming back in June as well. I think that's not even going to... Well, whatever. We don't actually need to talk about this. What are we doing this week? We are doing part 3 of the incredibly popular and successful trilogy of the Bluffer.
We have literally had tweets about it, and I put the S on there because there's been more than one about how much people have enjoyed it. And they're different people, and I don't own any of the account.
I promise you, they're different people, and none of them are me.
Yeah, maybe we should pivot to a full-time quiz show podcast after... We might be better at this than we are at talking about soccer.
The K-League quiz show podcast.
Exactly.
That is niche.
Back
that is niche.
With the Bluffer. When the going gets bluff, the bluff get going.
Very good.
You worked on that.
That's my song for this week.
For anyone that missed episodes 1 and 2 of this is a game where it's kind of like poker meets categories. We take turns giving a category, and the other two gentlemen bid on how many items in that category they can list without repeating or making a mistake. Until someone says, bullshit, you can't actually name 14 of these. Go ahead and try. And points are awarded at the end. And essentially, That's how we go. Chuck, why don't you tell the people where we are at currently in the all-time standings?
Currently, all-time legend status is that in joint second is myself and Mr. Puente on 10 points, and leading the pack, Mr. Consistency down the middle, the Nickelback of podcasting, some guy has called him.
Furious at that, absolutely furious.
On 11 points is Ian Stimpson.
I'm really happy about that because I haven't won an episode yet. I didn't know we were counting it cumulatively, so I'm delighted about that.
Oscar brought it in for this week, so you know.
Well, just as a tiebreaker.
Oh, right, so it is episodes, but cumulatively we're...
Yeah, so like if me or Chuck wins, then clearly we won the best of 3 series. But if you win this week, then we go to the tiebreaker, which is the all-time points. Think of it as goal differential. And if it's still a tie after that, then I have
just
a tiebreaker category.
This couldn't get any more confusing, guys. Couldn't be more layers.
But if one of us tests positive during this podcast, we have to go to points per episode, which means I win.
Yes. Well, since I won last week, I get to choose who is the first host, and I'm going to pass things off to Ian.
You make up these rules as you go along. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, naturally. Every week we have run our own segments differently as well, so I'm quite looking forward to how much we can change between each other this week.
Okay. Right, so I'll decide who's doing the first bid by what colour pen, Chuck, am I legally writing my answers down with? Black or blue?
Blue.
It is blue. You win.
Hey! Point to Chuck.
Nope.
1.
Not a point. That was not a list.
That wasn't the first one. Is how many colours of pen am I holding? And there's 1. Damn. Okay.
So, it's your first bid. It's a dead simple one, this. According to Oxford English Dictionary, what are the 10 least used letters in the English language?
Ooh, okay.
I'll say 4.
I'll say 5.
6.
7.
Getting into big boy shit.
I feel like I should have. Okay, let's go for it, Oscar. The 7.
Damn it! I didn't want it.
Okay, Oscar, then. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, what are the 10 least used letters in the English language? You have to name 7.
All right, well, let's start off with the 3, I hope, obvious ones. X, Y, and Z, as you guys would say, or Z.
That's 1, 2, 3, yep. X, Y, Z.
Okay, V.
V, that's 4.
Q.
Q, that's 5. 2 more.
W.
W, that's 6.
Oh.
1 more.
J.
And J.
Damn.
There you go. First point to Oscar.
What were the other 3?
So the 3 remaining ones were K, F, and B. Nice easy one to get started. Nice quick one.
Yeah, that was nice.
Okay, so this is now Oscar's first bid. There are 66 books in the Old Testament and the New Testament.
Oh, wow. Getting religious.
Balls. I was going to do this for our first week and I couldn't be asked to write them out.
I have too much time on my hands. So, 66 books. How many can you name, Oscar?
Ooh, okay. Well, my mom works for the Catholic Church, and I went to Catholic school for 12 years. So
no advantage.
I should be pretty good here. But I'm also definitely going to mess up if I say a big number. So I'm going to start off with like 9.
12?
12.
13.
15.
Oh, jeez. 16.
18.
Chuck's not one-upping on any of these bits.
It's going to cost him.
Do you actually know 18?
I mean, I looked them all up for the first week we did this.
Shit. Okay, yeah, that's true. 20.
Yeah, have it.
Damn it.
Oh, I wonder if that was the sweet spot. You're saying you can name nearly a third of these Bible books.
Yeah, so since I already got it, are like the letters of Paul to the Corinthians, is that one of, you're counting that as a book, I'm assuming, because it would be in a like physical Bible?
I mean, what's it called? I mean, you just have to name one of the 66 books of the Old and New Testament, mate.
Okay.
Stop fishing. Right. Stop fishing for more info, mate. 20 of them. Come on.
Okay.
We could do what, for some reason, we did the other week and just let you carry on and not tell you what the number is, like me with countries of the Americas.
Yeah, well, we inexplicably decided you needed to get 3 more than you actually had to.
Yeah. And then Oscar just went, yep, 3 more.
I believed Ian. He's got an honest face. What do you want?
I don't think I said anything.
I'm shifting the blame. I'm totally shifting the blame here.
Come on.
All right. Okay, fine. Okay.
Do your mama proud.
We got let's do New Testament first. We got Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and Acts of the Apostles. That's 5.
Yep.
Then let's go back to the first 5, the Old Testament Pentateuch, which is Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy.
10.
Okay, let's switch over then to the letters of Paul. We got Romans,
Yep.
Corinthians 2,
This time it's personal.
Galatians,
Yep.
Colossians.
Colossians, that's 15.
That's what
We
Ian's
got
like after Christmas.
I need 5 more, right?
5 more.
Okay. Revelations, Book of the Apocalypse.
Yep.
And I just got to name 4 random ones because I'm out of categorization in my brain. We got Job,
Yep.
Psalms.
Yep.
2 more?
2 more.
Shit. Esther, the girl one, Esther.
Esther, yep.
Ezekiel.
And Ezekiel. Good shout. 20
Very well
books.
done.
Woo, I was sweating on that one. I got to take my hoodie off because it is very warm.
One of them, anyway.
Damn, good start. Is there one called Ruth? That's what I thought was
there
it.
There is, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's my nan's name. My nan's in the Bible.
There you go. There's also one called Amos and Obadiah and Jonas? No, Jonah. Jonas is the Weezer song. Jonah is the guy who got swallowed by the whale.
Yeah. That's the way to remember the difference.
I don't know.
that classic way.
All right, come on, right. I'm 2-0 down now. I'm letting him off easy here.
Yeah, you got to stop giving me these categories.
My brain, I've eaten so much food today.
Oh, please. I ate a pound of chicken nuggets right before we came on.
I've seen the picture, man.
And a mountain of rice. Well, that was halfway done. So,
Good lord. Right, okay. It's Chuck's bid now, and we are going for the top 20 countries by land area.
oh,
Ooh.
I like this one. It's hard. I'm not confident of more than 5, but I like it.
This was slightly inspired by, I was listening to the Ellis James and John Robbins podcast, and they do a feature you'd really like, actually, called Made Up Games. They've been doing it for years, where people just come in with their totally made up games that they've done. And obviously, in these, even though they've been doing it for years, in this sort of quarantine time, they're really coming into their own. And because Ellis James is Welsh, they were coming up with naming countries, and then they had to essentially bid against each other how many whales they thought would fit into that country, as in the country Wales.
That's
so
amazing.
I was sort of inspired by that, because a few came up and I got them so wrong that my son was pissing himself laughing at me.
Do you mean as in the country whales,
Yeah,
or as in an actual
No,
whale?
not a blue whale. Yeah, the country whales. How many of those would fit in?
I was going to say that's numbers that I couldn't even begin to comprehend.
Yeah, so I thought I'd do this one. So top 20 countries by land area. Chuck, it's your bid.
All right, let's start off with 5.
7.
9.
10.
11.
Love it when he does a quick bid back.
12.
13.
All right, go on, have it. 13.
Chuck, top 20 countries by land
All
area.
right, let's start off with the big boys. Russia.
Russia.
Canada.
Canada, 1, 2.
China.
China.
USA.
USA, you've named the top 4.
Australia.
Australia.
India.
India.
Brazil.
Brazil, you've got the top 7.
This is where it gets tricky, though.
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan.
Very good. Good pull. There's one bigger than Kazakhstan, I'm pretty sure, that you haven't named.
Egypt.
No! Egypt not in the top 20. Yeah, you were right, Oscar, the one that is bigger than Kazakhstan. Do you want to punt?
Argentina.
Argentina, yeah, good shout.
Is Greenland there?
No, because that's Denmark, isn't it?
It is, and it makes Denmark 12th on the list.
Ah, should have let him. Damn it. Damn it.
Yeah, it's Algeria, the Democratic Republic of Congo. Very important that they can vote. Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Indonesia, Sudan, Libya, Iran, Mongolia, and Peru. Okay, it's Oscar's bid now. He's 3-0 up.
Oscar's going to get me for all of these. This is
No,
bullshit.
I don't. I'm on a streak, but this is going to be where it ends, I think.
Oscar's bid, and you have to name the 47 events in the Summer Olympics.
Oh, I don't watch the Olympics.
So there is 47. I don't need like specific events. I need the sports. So there's 47
okay.
sports.
So like swimming, as opposed to like the 200-meter relay or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, all right.
10.
See, now this is confusing because it's where like the subcategories come in.
Yeah, I think you got to be a little like whether it's me or Chuck. I think you got to be a little generous here.
Yeah.
Okay. 15.
15.
Jesus.
And is this based on events at the last Olympics?
This is based on what the Olympic Organisation website currently says.
17.
I will go. I like the Olympics, and I collected a lot of the 50p's they did for them.
Still got any?
I've got every single one.
Oh.
Yeah, I collected the whole set.
Might be worth something when society collapses.
Probably not. 20.
20. Balls out the bath.
23 for Michael Jordan.
Oh. Wow. 23.
I'll go 24 for Jack Bauer.
All right, very good. Go on, have it, because I did not know 23 at all. I was really hoping you wouldn't call me there.
I mean, I also don't know 24, so...
Yeah.
I like the way these bids are getting names, like we're bingo callers.
Yeah.
I'll go for the Michael Jordan. Okay, that's 23.
Jack
right?
Bauer, 24.
24. Okay, Chuck, so 24 events, sports, that are currently in the Summer Olympics.
Swimming.
Diving.
Athletics.
3.
So that covers the track events. So long jump.
That also covers the field events. I'll let
Fuck
that
off.
slide, but athletics covers all of that. So...
Isn't everything athletics?
I don't know.
They have to be athletic.
So basically everything in the fucking stadium is gone.
Yeah.
Every
might
event
be.
that I fucking did at school is the only reason why I know half of these things is gone.
Oh, come on, Chuck. It's only 22 more. You can do this.
21. 21.
21
Come on, Oscar. He's
more.
got...
Thank you very much.
Oscar's piling them up already.
Yeah.
Nuggets. Okay. Ugh, right, okay, football.
You're struggling for the fourth one when you've got 21 to name.
It's thrown me for a loop now.
Yeah, I think the athletics thing really is like...
Sorry, but football, yes, 4.
Basketball.
Basketball, 5.
What's the name of the sport? Badminton.
Badminton, 6.
Tennis.
Tennis, 7.
Table tennis.
Table tennis, 8.
Volleyball.
Volleyball, 9.
Now, do the different specifications of volleyball come into it? Are you going to do me if I say a different setting?
I won't do you if it's wrong because I feel bad about
Can
the
you
field
do me
events.
anyway? Because I'd enjoy it. So, because there's volleyball,
Go on,
which
just
would
say
have
it.
5 people on a team, and beach volleyball, which has 2 people on a team.
Beach volleyball, 10.
Yay! Okay.
Just the 12 more. No, 15 more?
14!
14 more! Judo.
Judo?
Judo, 11.
Man, I need to start watching the Olympics. These sound crazy.
Taekwondo.
Taekwondo, 12.
That no athletics thing. I keep coming up with it in my
I'm
head.
sorry,
Yeah,
mate.
that's rough.
Okay, so the kayak. This is the problem.
Are
You've
you
got, like,
just
K1,
naming
you've got
pieces of
K2.
equipment now?
No, because you've got
No.
child is telling me no now. No, because in the kayak you've got the K1, you've got the K2, and it's also on normal water as a sprint and on white water when you go through the slalom.
Knowledge.
How many different? Do I just say kayak and that covers every different variation?
No, I need to know the 2 things you just said, so you'll be all right.
So kayak sprint
Yep.
and kayak slalom,
Yep.
and I know that because a friend of mine won the gold.
No way.
Shout out Liam Heath, OBE.
Ooh, hello. 14.
So then canoe sprint. Bollocks.
I was giving you a bit of leeway with saying kayak slalom and kayak sprint because it's actually canoe slalom and canoe sprint. There's no separate canoe kayak thing. That is it. Canoe sprint, canoe slalom.
Geez.
So naming a third one, I had to take you out. I'm afraid.
Chuck, I'm sorry. That was viciously horrible.
This is horrific. Modern pentathlon. Does marathon count? Because that's not in the stadium.
It does. No, marathon doesn't count, but it does count separately when it's marathon swimming. It's a strange one. There's archery, artistic swimming, baseball, softball. There's yeah.
Baseball at the Olympics?
It says
never
baseball
knew that.
dash softball.
There
So
you go. All right.
yeah. Boxing,
Oh, yeah.
BMX, mountain bike cycling, road cycling, and track cycling all listed separately.
BMX,
fuck's
like
sake.
the X Games, like the guys doing backflips and tricks. That's at the
No,
Olympics
no.
now?
It's races around the track.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like the bumps and then the big burns and stuff like
Gotcha,
that.
okay.
That was I was led down such a false alleyway with this.
Yeah, that's rough. That's really rough. I'm sorry, man.
Equestrian dressage, equestrian eventing, and equestrian jumping all listed separately.
Right. So long jump is the same as a 4x100, but a dancing horse and a jumping horse are the fucking knobheads.
Yeah, if a horse jumps, it's different. Fencing, artistic gymnastics, rhythmic gymnastics, handball, hockey, karate, marathon swimming, as I said, modern pentathlon, rowing, rugby, sailing.
Yeah, why didn't I just say rowing?
Shooting, skateboarding, sport climbing, surfing, and what else did you say? Trampoline. It's a nice little thing that kids do. Triathlon, water polo, weightlifting, freestyle wrestling, and Greco-Roman wrestling.
You did get weirdly specific very quickly, Chuck. I will say that. I was like, why is he getting into the different types of kayaking right now when he hasn't even said fucking wrestling? Like,
I was just going through in my head where they do them. And
Yeah,
I was there.
I don't think we can criticise because
no.
you know what it's like. I missed JFK the other day in Presidents. I mean, it's just
And also the FDR that I gave.
yeah. Well, I always miss
That
whatever
would
you
have been
say.
the point.
But yeah, when you're under pressure, it's not possible to function correctly.
This is not my day. Right, it's 4-0 Oscar.
Oof.
God.
4-0 to Oscar, and it's Chuck's bid. And this question has 25 answers.
None. Can't do any of
It is David Bowie singles that were top 10 in either America or the UK.
Oh, this is going to be like Madonna again. 3,
5,
5.
6,
8.
9.
Go on, have it. If you want a point, you gotta earn it.
Fuck you.
Oh, so
Don't have anything.
Yes. Embarrassing admission.
Yeah.
He is a huge blind spot for me.
Really?
I did not come across David Bowie till like my mid-20s, around when he died.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I know a couple of these songs. I didn't know they were David Bowie. Okay. And just not something I ever got into, so I don't think I could name 3, to be honest with you.
Okay, so you just drove that up. Okay.
Yeah, I was just driving that up, and I'm really lucky you never called me Chuck.
Because this is what's annoying, because like David Bowie has done 2 very big duets.
It's a fair point. If David
Because
Bowie's
I'm not
listed
getting into
as...
another athletic situation.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Although I've already made the bids.
If David Bowie's listed as the artist, so I know what you're getting at, and that's fine. For instance, I'm not including Perfect Day, where he did a song line, because it was under sort of various artists.
The cover one, yeah.
Yeah, but if he's like a prominent artist in the track, you're fine. Yeah, don't worry about it.
How many have I got to name?
You've got to name 9 of 25.
Did I say 9? What a knobhead.
Yeah. Top 10. Top 10 in either America or the UK for David Bowie.
Okay. Changes.
And he's out.
What?
No!
Yeah.
On the first one!
Your categories are so shit. Changes. The most famous David Bowie song.
Yeah, that's what I would have started with also. It's one of the 3 that I know.
Changes. China Girl. Under Pressure.
Yeah, they're in there. Yeah. It's not changes.
Under Pressure, isn't that Queen?
Yeah, but it's Queen and David Bowie.
He's on that song?
Little Drummer Boy,
Yeah.
brackets, Peace on Earth. Let's Dance, Dancing in the Street. There you go, that's probably fine.
Do you want the full list of it?
Yeah, go on then. None of it matters.
Space Oddity, Starman, Genie, Drive-In Saturday, Life on Mars, The Laughing Gnome, Sorrow, Rebel.
Not a single one of these so far do I know.
Knock on Wood,
Recognize.
Fame, Golden Years, Sound and Vision, Boys Keep Swinging, Ashes to Ashes, Fashion, Under Pressure, Peace on Earth / Little Drummer Boy, Let's Dance, China Girl, Modern Love, Blue Jean, Dancing in the Street, Absolute Beginners, Jump They Say, and Where Are They Now?
Oh, it's bullshit, I don't care.
Wow.
But not changes.
Wow. And I had a whitewash. 505050. Oh, Ian, I think you're going to get some points on the next one because he's just like checked out, or he's going to fucking demolish you with a righteous fury. So,
Absolutely, yeah.
Ah, you bastards. Right, well, I'm not in the mood, so I'm going to do my questions now. Get off Google, you prick.
I'm just checking what happened with changes.
What happened with changes?
Yeah, not even top 10?
It just seemed to get a couple of releases but never did anything.
That's crazy.
That doesn't make sense. That's like one of the ones you hear on the radio all the time.
Charted in the US at 66.
Jesus. That's genuinely crazy.
Okay, it charted for the first time after he died, it got to 49, but it's the 128th best song of all time according to Rolling Stone magazine. I hate everything. Well, I'll do my categories then, while I loathe in self-pity. All right, Ian, you haven't answered one yet, so I will let you go up first. Now, a few of mine, as I did with the presidents and the prime ministers, I've combined two things that might be different with the US and UK. So, in the US and UK combined, there are 24 official listed cuts of beef that can be had off of a cow. There are 12 in the US and there's 16 in the UK, but 4 of the UK ones are the same as the US. So we like our steaks, we like our meats. How many can you name, Ian?
Okay.
Now, bear in mind, I'm not going to let you go down an athletics route here, but this is cuts of beef, not cuts of steak. So something like
Shit.
T-bone or porterhouse, get out, because that
Yep.
is 2 different pieces of meat that might also
Yep.
be subcategories of the cuts. So, Ian, how many you got?
Oh, you've worried me. You were saying that now.
Yeah.
I will go. And what's the total? Sorry.
24 in total.
Oh my god.
I thought
okay.
there were only 8.
I will go with 4.
4 for Ian. How many for Oscar? You just said that you thought there were 8, so I'm guessing you know 8.
That doesn't mean I know there are 8. I just... 6.
6 for Oscar. Ian.
I don't know if the things I think are just steaks.
You know,
Really?
you know this thought that you're having in your head right now, Ian?
Yeah.
This is what me and Oscar are like. Every single one of yours.
Yeah.
Punty. It's not fun, is it?
Very punty.
It's not fun. Changes isn't there.
That's mad. That's
How-
genuinely
I told you
insane.
it'd be the same as Madonna. This is bullshit. Right. 6 is the current bid.
7.
Yeah. Oscar, you said you know 8. Are you going to go 8? Yeah, but you got to go 8. 8 going 1.
Yeah, I'll go 8.
8. Then we'll go ahead 9. 9. Go ahead 9. 9 is in the back. 9 is we're going 9.
Yeah,
9.
9.
Go
9. 9.
9. 9. Go ahead 10. 10.
No. I want to see if Ian can say 9 without making a mistake.
Boo-boo.
Don't get nervous, Ian.
Ian, you know if he gets this, he's pretty much won.
Oh, is he? I've got to be defensive the whole time for all 5 points. Right, okay.
Yeah, lockdown, park the bus.
Well, if we saw anything last week, we know that Ian does not like actually taking categories. So let's see how he does with 9.
True.
Pressure.
Okay. Silver side,
Tick. 1.
top side,
2.
sirloin,
3.
rump,
4.
tenderloin,
5.
chuck. Yeah.
6. Thank you for getting that one.
Flank,
7.
brisket.
8. One more.
I don't know how far to go. Rib.
Ian Stimson gets the point.
Yes.
Yeah, well
Oh.
done, mate. Well done. That is good because there are some definite blind alleys you could go down there. Oddly, a lot of them are American specific cuts you named. So the other American ones you missed were plate, short loin, top sirloin, bottom sirloin, and round. And then the UK you missed neck, clod, blade.
Ooh.
You could have also had thick rib, thin rib, fore-rib,
Oh.
shin, thick flank, and leg.
Oh, leg.
Is ribeye not one?
No, because the rib is the eye of the rib. It's the
cut.
centre part of the.
I was
cut.
so close to saying ribeye as well. I didn't. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about fillet mignon? Is that not on there?
Fillet mignon, no, because a filet mignon is a section of the fillet.
So if I'd have said fillet, that'd have been wrong.
Boom!
That was my next one, so I bid perfectly. I was like,
Lucky
that
boy.
would've- Fucking hell.
Well done, Ian. I definitely would have got like a second guess would have been out.
I definitely
on
would have said fillet next.
Well done. So the bid goes over to you, Mr. Puente. When you look at the United States and the United Kingdom or British Army side by side for their ranks, there are 30 total ranks of the United Kingdom and United States Army. This is Army, not Marines, not Air Force, not Navy.
that. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
There's a lot of duplicates, so it doesn't count as multiple answers if you get one right. So how many are you going for?
What's the total number here?
30.
30.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
This is going from beginners all the way up to expert level.
Gotcha. Yeah. So like black belt, brown belt, blue belt,
Yeah. Yeah.
all that.
If you say all of those, though, just so you know they're wrong. So,
10?
10.
yeah.
Yeah, I played Call of Duty quite a bit in college.
Yeah, if you've watched war films, if you've, it's everywhere. Do I hear any advance on 10, Stimson?
Yeah.
Surely you were around when, like, National Service was in, you know.
11.
11.
12.
12. Any advance on 12, Ian?
No, take it. 12.
For 12. Okie dokie. So, Oscar P. Puente. 12 ranks of the...
It's a good question. I do like the question, but...
Yeah, that is a really good question. Yeah, I do like it. All right, we have... How many did I say?
12.
12? Okay. Private?
Tick.
Private second class?
Ooh.
What? That's definitely an army rank in the U.S.
Ooh. Point to Ian
Because
Simpson.
it goes private, private second class, private first class.
Private, then private first class.
Can you check that? Because I'm pretty confident of that.
Checked it. Did it yesterday, mate. Ooh.
Okay.
He's not happy.
I would list, but I won't bother. There's about 7 different versions of sergeant you could have had. No, there's no private second class. There's private first class. Anything else, and like it could be like super specialized things that are subdivisions that mean how much you get paid, which are irrelevant and they aren't officially registered ranks. Which could be maybe where you think there is, because I believe there are 4 different levels of private.
Shit, I was gonna get. I think I could have gotten that.
Wow, I would have had
was pretty confident
no
with that.
chance.
Fucking hell.
Well, I mean, the English ones
Really?
don't really worry about numbers. Could have had corporal, sergeant, lieutenant, captain, major, lieutenant colonel, colonel, brigadier, major general, lieutenant general, general, field marshal, warrant officer, first class, second class, all that kind of stuff. Right, well, 2 points to Ian. Can we see a reverse sweep here? Ooh. And then, maybe I can get a sweep. And then we're all just the 3 best friends that anyone could have. Question the 3rd, Ian Stibson. According to Wikipedia, there are 35 instruments that make up the modern and postmodern orchestra. Now, much like again with Olympics, there are some that cover others. So effectively, if you think of it as potentially a smaller version of an instrument or a different tuning of said instrument,
Okay.
how many can you name? And obviously I will be lenient with as much as I want, really.
Yeah. As much as you feel like. I feel like I shouldn't have hosted first. I'm going to be at a disadvantage.
We might be re-recording the Olympics bit so that I win, just for the edit.
I will start with 7.
7. 20% of the modern and postmodern orchestra. Oscar.
10?
10. Up to double figures already. Ian, any more than 10?
11.
Oceans. Any advance on Oceans?
Lucky 13.
Oceans. Any advance on Oceans?
14.
15.
Any advance on 15?
Yeah, I'll go 16.
16.
Ooh. I want this one. We both studied music.
Indeed, this is why it's a good
In a
one.
way, yeah. Don't think what I did was studying music.
Hey, you pressed that button in that room, all right? You did a really good job of it.
Yeah.
I'll go 17.
17. 18. That takes us right into the middle, Ian. Can you go 18?
No, you take it, Oscar.
Shit. Okay.
Every time you actually get a category, Oscar, you're just like,
No,
shit.
I know, because I get nervous.
Exactly.
Still,
That's why I screwed the pooch. Right, so 18 of the 35 instruments.
Violin,
Violin,
viola,
viola.
cello,
Is that a bass? Cello.
bass.
What did you just say?
Bass. The double bass, the contrabass.
Okay, double bass. Yes, it's not a bass. But, yep.
Well, depends on what country you're in, that they call it different things.
Well, Wikipedia. So
Okay.
you've done a string quartet.
I'm just editing the Wikipedia as we speak.
Why is athletics in the orchestra?
All right. The woodwinds. We got the clarinet,
Yep.
flute,
Flute, 6.
saxophone,
Saxophone, 7.
trumpet,
Trumpet, 8.
trombone,
9.
Tuba.
10.
French horn, or just horn, depending on which country you're in.
Yep, so that's 11.
Let's go to the percussions. You got your snare drum,
12.
your bass drum,
13.
Oh, I didn't realise
Cymbals.
individual drums were going to be counted.
14.
triangle,
15.
your timpani,
16. 2 more.
piano,
17. 1 more.
and harp.
Nice.
18.
Well
Very
played.
well done.
Well played.
Were you
Mr.
counting the
Puente.
voices? Because I was afraid to go there. So
Voices.
like soprano, mezzo soprano, alto, etc., etc.
No, none of that.
Okay, because that is listed in some textbooks as being part of the orchestra.
No. So you could have had oboe, bassoon, euphonium. Yeah, I was surprised that the drums had different classifications, but you missed tenor drum. You could have had the tam-tam or the gong, tambourine, wooden block, glockenspiel, xylophone, vibraphone, marimba, crotales, tubular bells, mark tree, which is chimes, a pipe organ, harpsichord, accordion, Leicester, and so you basically got all of the big ones.
Blimey.
So
Yeah.
point to Oscar.
Well played.
That makes 6 to Oscar, 2 to Ian, and we won't talk about my score. Okay, Oscar,
Yeah.
one of the big legends and the great people of our time, Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger has been credited in a total of 40 movies.
4-0.
40, yes. So this is movies that he has been credited as the name Arnold Schwarzenegger or as himself if he has been playing himself in a cameo, etc. So
Okay.
there are 40 of the films. How many can you name?
I'll start with 13.
Lucky 13 for Oscar. Any advance on 13, Ian?
Fucking hell. That's a strong opening bid.
That's a good one. There's a lot in there, but the problem is a lot of his films are the same.
I'll go 14.
15.
Any advance on 15?
16.
17.
Yes. Run it up. 17. Can you name 18? So that's about 50%.
No, go on.
Damn it.
Okay. So that was 17.
Every time.
On things
Every
like
time.
this, like 50% just feels like a threshold. It's not something I feel knowledgeable about, so I just...
Yeah. Oh,
It was
I
a
don't
lot.
think I'm going
So-
to get this one.
Well, let's see.
Let's see.
Oscar Puente, name for me 17 movies in which Arnold Schwarzenegger is credited as appearing.
All right, well, let's start off with the best one of all, Jingle All the Way, obviously.
Correct. Also featuring Sinbad.
Yep. Jingle All the Way Twins.
Correct.
Kindergarten Cop.
3.
Just hitting the comedies.
This is like Shakespeare. He's doing the comedies first, then he's going to
I
do the
always go by
tragedy.
categories. That's how my brain works.
Shakespeare, Schwarzenegger, whatever.
Last action hero.
Yep.
Eraser.
Eraser, 5.
Terminator.
Terminator, 6.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
7.
Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines.
8.
Terminator
Careful.
5 Genesis.
Genesis, yes, featuring Phil Collins. 9, so you are pretty much halfway.
The Bourne Legacy.
Oh, I'm running out of steam. This is not good. What else is he in? Expendables.
No, what?
What?
Arnold Schwarzenegger was not credited in the first Expendables film. He was only credited as appearing in the second and
Fuck
third.
off. He's in that movie. Oh, that's
I
really
said
annoying.
credited. I knew I'd get you on that, and I'm
God
so happy
damn it.
Ian didn't take the category because he would have got it.
Oh.
I'm such a bastard. But when that one came up, I knew that's my changes. That's what it feels like, Oscar. That's what it fucking feels like. When you know something's good.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's really
could have had
frustrating.
Expendables 2, Expendables 3, Terminator Dark Fate, Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer, Commando, Predator, Running Man, Total Recall, what other big ones? True Lies, Junior, of course,
yeah.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
He wanted his name put on that, but not the Expendables. If you'd also said Hercules in America, which was his first film, you'd have been wrong because he was credited as Arnold Strong in that
Yeah,
film.
Arnold
So-
Strong.
I knew that, actually. That I did know. Oh, that's really annoying. I hate when you, like I have so many more in the
Yeah.
bank. Like, ugh.
Yep. And that's the thing. If you choose the wrong one at the wrong time,
Yeah.
fucking David Bowie. Okay, so last one, Ian Stimson. Combining the Western and Chinese zodiac, there are 24 things that are represented. So that is obviously the birth signs that we have in the Western world,
Mhm.
and also the Chinese year of the blank.
Yep.
So there are 12 of each, total 24. Maths. How many can you name?
I will go 7.
7. 7 out of 24. Oscar, what are you going for, bud?
12.
12. Man reads his horoscopes.
Yep.
Ian, what are you going for then? 12 is bid.
13.
13. He just goes 1 every time, doesn't he? He's just like, sees how long. Just gives you a little bit of rope at a time, Oscar. He's sneaky.
15.
15. Oscar going too far. Ian, any advance on 15? Should be able to. This one you guys should get high on.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah.
16. Okay. Oscar.
It's just a matter of how many Chinese ones I can name, because I'm confident I know all the Western ones.
Yeah. It's also how many annoying people you've actually listened to in your lifetime when they talk to you about this bollocks.
Yep. Total bollocks.
Fuck it, I'll just go high. 18.
18.
Any advance on 18? Come on, it's 2 lists of 12. You should get to about 10, 11 on each. Easy.
I'll go 19.
19. Right, we're getting up to big boy shit here now, Oscar. There's not a lot of wiggle room up this high. So you're going 20.
What's the scores at so far this round?
So far this round,
This,
this
like me and
this
Ian.
3-1 to Ian.
I gotta take this 20.
Oh no. I feel like if I can get the 12 zodiac, which I'm pretty sure I can, then it's just naming animals, I reckon.
I know some of the Chinese ones.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah.
I'm gonna call you. Don't do it. I'm gonna call you. You really know that many of the Chinese? You're gonna say 21 right now? You really know that many?
He orders a
You
lot
know
of Chinese
9 out
food.
of 12 of the
He orders
Chinese
a lot of
zodiac.
Chinese food, and quite often you get sent a calendar with the Chinese food. So
21.
Chuck, he really thinks
21.
he knows 9 out of 12.
21.
Shit.
Oscar, you going to call him? Are you going to call him? You
I
said
did
you
say I was
to
gonna
have
call
this one.
Oh, but I
Oh,
want it.
Who are you going to call? Call Ian!
22.
22 or more.
22.
Ooh, he ain't afraid of no bids. 23 or more, Ian.
No.
Oh.
No. 22, go on.
You were reaching. Right.
Yeah, I was already reaching. If you get this, fair play.
Yeah, let's get the 12 Western ones out of the way.
Sure.
There's Pisces,
City fish.
Aquarius,
Weird thing.
Capricorn,
Goat fish.
Sagittarius.
Yep.
Scorpio.
Yep.
Libra.
Correct.
Leo.
Lion.
Virgo.
Virgin.
Cancer.
Deadly.
Taurus. Shout out to all my Tauruses.
What the Jews read.
Nope.
Taurus.
Aries.
Jews read Taurus. Come on, guys. That one's saying.
Plural.
Aries.
Aries. God of
And
War.
Gemini.
Two
Gemini
of
or
them.
Gemini.
Threesome.
And now I have to name
Some animals.
9.
Yeah,
You
some
have to
animals.
name 10 animals of the Chinese zodiac.
Fuck me. Okay.
That's maths.
All right, let's get the ones I know for sure. We got rat,
Rat,
ox,
ox,
rabbit, dragon,
rabbit, dragon,
snake,
snake,
monkey,
monkey,
pig.
pig.
How many more do I need?
3 more, yeah.
Dog,
2 more.
horse.
1 more.
Oh.
Did I say goat?
Are you giving that as an answer?
Did I say goat? Did I say goat yet or not?
Are you giving it as an answer?
I'm giving it as an answer.
Point goes to Oscar Puente. Well done.
Oh.
Yes, I didn't
It
say
is
goat.
the goat.
Well
Black
played,
sheep. You could have had either because it's certain parts of China say certain ones. But very well done, mate.
Well
only
played,
2 you
mate.
missed.
That was good.
You missed 2, which was rooster and tiger.
Oh.
Tiger. That's literally my favorite animal.
There you go.
Look at my hands. My hands are like shaking.
Yeah.
The adrenaline is like coursing through my veins. That was
Get your
so
adrenaline
hard.
up. So that puts Oscar on 7, Ian on 3, and we aren't talking about my score. As we go to Oscar's questions, Ian basically needs to sweep me to win. Which,
Whew, I need a cigarette after that. Jesus Christ.
was it good for you?
Okay. I'm going to take you guys on a little trip down memory lane.
Oh, God.
Oh, dear.
Things that have come up on this podcast.
Oh, God. Right, well, he's already done May 12th, so we're covered there.
Yeah. Mr. Stimson, I'll start off with you. There have been 21 characters that were on 30 or more episodes of Game of Thrones.
30 or more. Okay.
21 characters. How many can you name? I will accept nicknames as well, because a lot of these people have weird nicknames. But not ones that you made up,
You say
to be clear.
Yeah. The guy, you know, that guy. Yeah.
The guy with the hair?
One
Yeah,
with
that
the
one.
thing.
Right, what you say then, Ian? Come on, your bid first.
Yeah, okay, I'll go 8.
8. Oh, out of 21, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, like 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll say 10, yeah.
12.
If I go 14, would he go 15?
I think you would.
He's writing down a lot of these as we go, and that worries me. 14.
14. Do I got 15, Ian? Can I get 15 or more?
15.
I got 15. Do I hear 16?
21.
Do I hear 16?
21. Fuck, 16.
21. We got 21.
No.
Chuck
I said
bids.
out of 21, you
I
knobhead.
know.
17.
Ooh, we're getting close. We're getting close.
We're getting into the it could have been 28 episodes territory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, go on, Stimson. I'll let you have 18.
Oh, bollocks.
18.
Is that what I bid? 18? That seems too much,
18,
doesn't it?
30 plus episode characters. All of them very, very famous characters, obviously.
Okay. Jon Snow.
Yep. He was in 56 episodes.
How many
One.
episodes were there of Game of Thrones, just
Yeah.
as an aside?
61?
Oh, right.
62?
Oh, God.
Something
Right.
like that. I don't think anybody was in all of them.
Right, okay.
Arya Stark.
Yep, 53 episodes. 2.
Sansa Stark.
54 episodes. 3.
Littlefinger.
41 episodes. 4.
Cersei.
Yep, she's the second most, actually. Above any of the Starks. On 58 episodes, you're at 5.
Okay. Jaime.
Yep, 49 episodes. We have 6 out of 18.
Tyrion.
Yep, he's the most. 61 episodes, Tyrion Lannister.
Varys.
Yes, 41 episodes, same as Littlefinger.
Daenerys.
Yep, 56, same as Jon Snow. You're on 9. I need 9 more.
Sam.
Samwell Tarly, 43 episodes.
Prick of a character ever.
Bronn.
Ron, 34 episodes.
Ooh, that feels tight. Okay. The Hound.
The Hound, 33 episodes, also known as Sandor Clegane. 12.
Brienne.
Brienne of Tarth, 37 episodes. Yes, you're on 13. I need 5 more.
Tormund.
Negative. I don't know how many episodes he was in, but it is not more than 30.
Theon Greyjoy. Mr. Greyjoy.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Tormund came in late. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He came in like halfway through season 3.
Feels such a big character.
Some notable ones that you missed. Jorah Mormont on 48
Jorah.
episodes. Only one less than Jaime.
Huh.
Only one less than Jaime, Jorah Mormont. Theon/Reek, 43 episodes.
Big miss, yeah.
And then down, the rest of them are down in the 30s, so they were kind of close. You got Sir Davos, a.k.a. the Onion Knight, on
Davos,
36. Bran the Broken, the fucking solution to all of this, only in 35 episodes.
Yeah, okay.
Missandei, 34. Maester Pycelle, the old dude. The last 2 rounding out the list on exactly 30 episodes each are Dolorous Ed and Podrick.
Oh, Pod. Pod
the
Rod.
Yeah. Pod the Rod. Who was the one you said before that?
Dolorous Ed, the guy at the wall.
You'd know him if you
He
saw him.
became Lord Commander of the Night's Watch after Jon. He was only in 4 less episodes than Bran.
I got a point.
Well done.
So point to Chuck.
upset.
Okay, so Ian, now you need to sweep to tie this up.
Yeah.
Chuck, would you like I will give you a choice here. This is not with replacement, so it's either one of these. Whichever one you don't choose will not get given as a category. Would you like a relatively easy basketball category or a trickier soccer category? The soccer one has 20 possible points, and the basketball one has 30 possible points.
So I'm guessing the basketball one is name as many basketball teams, so I will pick the basketball one.
Damn it. I shouldn't have said that. Yes, that is correct.
I assumed that is what it would be.
Okay. Well, just to see what you guys think of it, I'll tell you what the soccer category would have been. There were 10 fixtures in Game Week 29, the last time there was Premier League soccer. How many of those fixtures can you name?
Would not have let Man City, Liverpool?
No. Man City lost to Man United.
There you go. Out. Changes.
What a way to end the season.
Yeah.
All right, good. Well, good thing you went with the basketball. There are 30 professional basketball teams currently playing in the NBA. How many of those can you name?
Do we need place name and nickname? Like the whole thing?
If you just say the team name, I will give you that.
Okay. 10.
God.
Question is here, Ian, is how high do you push me? How high are you willing to go?
Yeah, understood. 11.
14.
Woo! 14, nearly 50%.
If I go 15, you're going to watch me embarrass myself, so no, you can take 14.
Okay.
14, all right. Can you name 14 basketball teams, NBA teams currently playing?
Yep. Okay, so I'll start with you, Oscar. I'll go New York Knicks.
Thank you, that's 1.
Then we'll go for my favourite team, which is the Boston Celtics.
2.
I'll say the Brooklyn Nets.
3.
I will say the Los Angeles Lakers.
4, very good.
Los Angeles Clippers.
5, very good.
Chicago Bulls.
Yep, 6.
Current champions, the Toronto Raptors.
7.
I know that because Gino went to school with one of the guys who plays for him.
What? Which one?
Jonas Valanciunas, the one Lithuanian one.
There you go. Fascinating.
The Milwaukee Bucks.
Very good. 8.
Dallas Mavericks.
Yep. 9.
Philadelphia 76ers.
Yes. 10. I need 4 more.
Shit, I'm getting Detroit Pistons.
Yep.
Atlanta Hawks.
Very good. Weird pull. Not a popular team. No offense to any Hawks fans out there. I'm a Knicks fan, so you still have it better than me. Shut up.
Houston Rockets.
Oh, wow.
13. One more team.
Timberwolves. Where did the Timberwolves play? Minnesota Timberwolves?
Yeah, very good. What a
Nice.
fucking weird pull for you. Why have you heard of the Minnesota Timberwolves? I'm very curious.
I've played NBA games.
I was going to say,
Okay.
mine would have been a handful of teams from NBA Jam in like 1994 or whatever.
Ian, any that he didn't say that you know?
I don't think so. I mean, whenever Chuck mentioned one, I recognise him. It's not like a sort of crazy thing to me, but I don't think I'd have got any separate ones.
I thought I could have gone a lot higher there.
Yeah, you definitely could have. All right, Mr. Stimson, I'll give you something you love dearly. You guys are constantly, regularly making references to the character of Alan Partridge.
Yes!
Shit.
On Wikipedia,
Shit.
Alan Partridge is credited with appearing in 14 television or film productions, things. So TV and film credits for Alan Partridge, there are 14.
Oh, this is a good category. This is
It's good.
a good one.
It's good. 6,
7,
8,
9.
9 out of 14.
9.
Mr. Stimson, do you want to bring it to double digits? 10 out of 14. Alan Partridge TV and film appearances. You guys bring them up all the time. I'm surprised you didn't go straight for 14 here.
You got to remember, Oscar, there is a level of fandom that exists where you can just like something and just dip in.
What is that? I don't
Not
understand that.
obsessed to the point that you have encyclopedic knowledge of not only all the characters, but in which episodes they appeared, the names and numbers of the episodes. I've watched all of the series of Friends, like, almost certainly about 20 times through, but I still can't remember what series what thing happens in.
Yeah.
10.
Have it. I bought him enough time to write some stuff down, so he caught up with his bids. So you got to name 10, Stimson.
All right. 10 Alan Partridge TV and film appearances.
The Day-to-Day.
Yep. 1.
Knowing Me, Knowing You.
Aha!
I'm Alan Partridge.
3.
Mid-Morning Matters.
4.
That was the one I was worrying, because wasn't that just online?
No, Sky Atlantic took it.
Okay.
Yeah. Alpha Papa is the film.
5.
So now we're getting into TV stuff that is... The most recent one is This Time with Alan Partridge.
6.
Welcome to the Places of My Life.
Yep. 7.
Scissored Isle.
8.
Can I have the Christmas one? Knowing Me, Knowing Yule.
Very good. I like the title of that.
Oh, damn. Right, one more. Sorry, 3 more.
Hang on.
One more.
Hang
It's
on.
one more.
Open Books.
Do you want to be a little more specific there? I don't know how specific you need to be or not.
I can't be more specific.
Okay, Chuck, I'm going to give him that then? Are you
Given
cool?
it, I couldn't tell you off the top
The
of my head.
official title is Open Books with Martin Bryce.
Oh, but that's a made-up character. Okay, fine. That's a made-up character, but yeah.
Nah, give him the point.
Okay, all right. Some other ones that you missed were Christmas Night with the Stars, Election Night Armistice, TFI Friday,
Oh, what? He was a guest on TFI? Oh, of course he co-hosted TFI when he came back.
and Why, When, Where, How, and Whom.
Yes, okay. I have seen that, but I don't know if I'd have been able to get that title. Yeah.
I don't know any of these. I don't know what context they are or what, but that's just what was listed on Wikipedia. So very good, Mr. Simpson, getting the 10 out of 14, and apparently the last 4 like no one knew.
And
so
locking up his classic second place as well in the process. So
very
Nailed
good. All right, Chuck, this one I put in for you specifically to see how close you can get to the full category or how much of a coward you are. There are 11 players who scored for Crystal Palace in the Premier League this season.
really, that many?
Yeah, how many can you name?
Got 11 goals.
6?
Take it.
Okay, shit. Jordan, are you?
Yep, that's 1.
Patrick Van Arnholt.
PVA.
2, your second top scorer this year with 3 goals.
Yeah. This is why it's clutching. Wilfried Zaha.
Yep, tied for second top with also 3 goals. You're on 3, you need 3 more.
Football was so long ago, man.
Really was.
What is this season? What is last season? James MacArthur.
Nope. He is not on the list. Bloody hell, I can't believe Ian got that point.
I was never going to get that.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I think I can get 11. I don't know what else. Cheku Koyate.
Yep. There are 3 players with 2 goals. You're missing Tosin, Milivojevic, and Schlupp got 2 goals each. And then the 1 goals you had Tompkins, Townsend, Kouyaté,
Benteke?
and Benteke.
What? Oh, yeah, he scored against...
He broke his duck, that's right. And the last one, Connor Wickham, the mighty Connor Wickham.
Connor Wickham.
Yeah, well, I mean, once you hit top scorer at 6 and then go second top scorer at 3, you don't...
Defender.
Yeah, punting. God, we're so shit. I'm so shit. Well, that's it. Oh, that's not a good one. So 7, 5, and 2.
Mr. Stimson. One last tribute to one of the episodes that we have done, special down memory lane. There are 23 Marvel Cinematic Universe films. Not film starring Marvel characters, Marvel Cinematic Universe films. How many of the 23 can you name?
Okay.
Are you going to do them in order, Ian, or...?
No, funnily enough, I won't. I'll do them scattergun as I remember watching them.
Emily also did all the Pixar films in release chronological
Yeah, because
order.
the 2 of you are perfect for each other.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. We are. She was like, wait, pause. I want to see if I can do this. I was like, you can, but fine. And she just, bang, right off. So, 23 MCU films. Ian, how many can you name?
Okay, I'll go 10.
13.
I know Chuck will know loads.
Will Chuck accidentally say something that isn't technically the MCU, though?
Yeah, but there's one that isn't technically, and the actor changed, but it is in the MCU. So
Yes, I know what you're talking about. It is listed as MCU on Wikipedia, then it is MCU.
thank you.
That's where I'll fuck up something like that. 15.
16.
16.
I've got to make him work for it.
You have, yeah.
Ian, I think you can name most of these, to be honest. I think that either of you could name all 23, really.
Yeah. 18.
19.
Ooh, are we getting to 20? Are we going to hit the double digits times 2?
20.
Chuck.
If I go 21, then he could put me on all of them. If I go 22, he would have to go all of them. Or could he do 22? But he could definitely do 22, so I'll go 21.
I like this tactical bidding. Yeah, 22. So you got to do them all, or
Fuck it, I've lost anyway. Yeah, go all 23.
Yeah,
Good man,
good. I was
good
really
man.
hoping someone would go for all 23 here. Love it.
Yeah. Okay, do I try and go in phases? Right, so...
Honestly, that's the way
I might need to
would
write these
do
down
it.
as I go. So, Iron Man,
Yep.
The Incredible Hulk,
Mm-hmm.
Captain America, First Avenger,
Yep, 3.
and now I've forgotten all the rest. 4,
What'd you say?
Thor. He couldn't sit
Yes.
down for weeks.
I thought you were counting them.
Yeah.
4. I was like, no, you got to say one, mate.
Exactly, yeah. 4, yep.
Avengers,
Yep. 5.
Iron Man 2.
Yep.
I'll just say Iron Man 3 now, I can't be bothered.
Yep, okay. We're on 7.
Captain America, Civil War,
Yep. 8.
Thor, The Dark World,
9.
Thor, Ragnarok,
10.
Avengers, Age of Ultron,
11.
Avengers, Infinity War,
12.
Avengers, Endgame.
13.
We'll go Ant-Man,
Yep.
Ant-Man and the Wasp,
Yep.
Black Panther,
Yep. 16.
Captain Marvel,
17.
Spider-Man Homecoming,
Yep.
Spider-Man Far From Home,
Yep.
Doctor Strange,
Yep.
3 to go.
2 of the 3 came out in 2012.
mine's actually gone like completely blank.
What are these auxiliary clues from Oscar?
Yeah, you don't need auxiliary clues.
He doesn't know what year they came out anyway. That's like my weirdo brain.
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yep.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2,
Uh-huh.
and
Ian, do you know which one he's missing?
No, I don't think I do. Not off the top of my head.
oh shit.
I'm going to have to put you on a timer here, bud. 5 more seconds.
5 more seconds. Oh, you're a bastard.
Sorry, bud. You ran out of time there. It was Winter Soldier. You missed the middle Captain America one.
One Captain. Oh, fuck. Yep.
Oh, mate.
Yeah. Brutal. This is why going in chronological release order is the only way that makes sense.
If you know chronological release order of something because you're obsessive and autistic.
That's a little offensive, but fair.
Unlucky, man.
That's rough, because you know all 20. That was really impressive, actually.
Yeah, that's really annoying. Oh, well. No, I thought there was another cap in there. Stupid.
Changes.
Fuck you, massive. How was that not... Oh, anyway, whatever. Well, congratulations then. So I will do the scores now then. Oscar finishes on 7, Ian on 6, and me on a mighty 2. Which means Oscar and Ian are tied for the series.
No, we're not.
Well, I mean, Ian's got 17 in total, and Oscar's got 17 in total. Okay, all right. So if you guys are tied, I will go for a tie-break question. Thank God for Google very quickly, and something that came up in my mind then. So, in front of me, I have got the top 20 teams for goals scored in the Champions League, which includes the European Cup and whatever, so all time.
All time?
As of the 11th of March, 2020, for the number of goals scored in the European top competitions. So I've got the top 20 teams in front of me. How many can you name? We'll go to Oscar first, as he won this week.
Shit. 10?
I might just bow out and let him try and do 10.
Really? You don't
think you can do more than 10? This is for the championship, Ian. You're just going to give me 10. I think I can name 10. I mean, obviously, you have a huge advantage because you know soccer before 2005. I'm just going to go for the teams that have done the most in the last 15 years and hope that it overlaps.
Yes, come on, Ian. Go higher than 10.
You don't want me to let him in? Okay.
No!
He doesn't want me to win. He wants you to win.
He doesn't want to do any categories, Oscar. This is why he's Nickelback. He doesn't want to be there. He's just there. And he's going to be in the middle.
Don't like this nickname. I don't like
young,
it.
Just want to be big rock stars. So
I put up with all the age shit, but I don't like the Nickelback nickname.
It does feel a bit too far. I get a little uncomfortable, but I'm not going to side with, either of you here. It's between the two of you. I want nothing to do with this.
I could have called you Switzerland, but Nickelback just thought it'd be better.
It was way more offensive, so you
more
went
than
for
10. More than 10. Come on, we've been here.
Okay, fine. Ages. I'll go 12.
12. Okay, Oscar.
Oh, that feels like a sign from the universe. I got to go 13 for the win, right?
Of course he has.
So, Ian, are you going higher than 13?
14.
Oh.
14. Oscar, you going to go 15?
Out of the top 20? It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to name the 15, as many of the highest scoring as I can. Yeah, 15.
15. Oh.
Fucking hell.
Then you're going 16.
Shit, this is so good. This is tense.
This is for the championship.
I don't like it. I'll go 16.
Oscar, you going 17?
Fuck me. I don't like it in someone else's hands. I don't like leaving it for him to fuck up. I mean, I'm no Ian Stimpson, I like to take my wins. 18.
It's ballsy, man. That's
you
fucking ballsy.
You could have gone. Wait, you could have gone 17 there. You know that, right?
Well, I said 18, so that's what the bid is.
I said what I said.
Okay, 18. Ian.
No
Ian,
backing
you're
down.
going 19.
I'm not going 19.
No, I do not blame you.
Fuck
So
me.
good.
Okay.
Oh, don't let it be a David Bowie situation, Oscar.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, Oscar, you need to name 18 out of 20 of these. Best of luck,
man, that's
mate.
high. That's
Best
so
of
high.
luck. I don't think there's some of these teams you've ever heard of.
Oh, no. Come on. Well, all right. Let's just do this.
That's so high, man.
I'm sure I've heard of all the teams at least.
We'll see at the end.
Okay. Well, let's get the big ones out of the way. Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Man United, Liverpool, Juve.
Oh, you almost went down the top in order.
Oh, really?
Right, so hang on. So you just said Liverpool and Juve.
Yeah, I'm on 6.
Right, so
I can go slower if you want.
That's 6. It's just because I've not got it written down, so that's all. But yeah, 6.
Arsenal.
7.
Chelsea?
8.
Okay. The 2 Milan teams, Inter and AC.
10.
Dortmund.
11.
Nice.
Porto.
12.
Oh, I'm not sure I'd have gone for them. Good. Like it.
Just because they're the only important Dutch team, I'm going to say Ajax.
13.
Good shout. Yeah, good shout.
You got 5 more, mate.
Have I said any French teams?
No.
Then PSG.
Oh, there you go.
No?
PSG has only existed for about 30 years.
Unlucky.
And if you'd have said any other French team, boo! Ian Stimson, champion of the world. Are there any there, Ian, that you might have said?
You just said no other French teams. I might have said Monaco, but
Yeah, no.
okay. Benfica.
Yeah. So Benfica are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Atletico.
Atletico not there.
Valencia.
Valencia not there.
Panathinaikos.
Panathinaikos no. Olympiacos no.
Oh, fuck.
Shit. Okay.
Dirty Leeds.
Dirty Leeds no.
No. Back
Top
in the
scoring
day.
all time. Right, bear in mind, Real Madrid are first with 972 goals in 438 games.
Jeez.
And then in 20th, which we didn't say, is PSV Eindhoven with 231 goals in 177 games. You could have also said Glasgow Rangers, Glasgow Celtic,
Huh. Okay.
Red Star Belgrade,
I know them.
Anderlecht, Dynamo Kiev, and Benfica are the ones that we missed.
Okay.
So quite good.
Shit.
A lot of them are quite close. So if we scroll down, because I've got the top 25. In the last 5, you can find Valencia, Atletico Madrid, Olympiacos, Galatasaray, Lyon.
Ah, okay.
And if I'd have scrolled down a little bit more, I would have done 25, but I thought the list was really, really long.
Oh, man.
That's good.
Well, Ian, you did get the 30 Beatles, which is the single most impressive thing that happened throughout all of these weeks. So I don't feel bad losing to you, despite the fact that you didn't win a single week.
Yeah, it does feel a little hollow. Didn't win a single episode. Yeah,
Defense wins championship show.
Yeah?
and I don't know when we decided it was cumulative. But
What did we say all along?
Oscar today, ironically.
Yeah, if you just get out of our way, we're gonna lose on our own.
Yeah,
Lo and behold.
it's a win for tactics.
Oh, man.
Well, congratulations, Ian.
Yeah, well done,
Now,
Ian.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank
Bravo.
you.
Bravo.
I feel a little rumbling. I think I can hear something in the distance.
Oh,
What's
shit.
that over yonder?
Hark!
Any minute.
Jesus
Any day
Christ.
now.
It'll be any day.
Your-
Cool. I'll
Your
tell you.
fucking section.
Shit, because
Tell
I
you
logged
what.
into my work account on my Chromebook, and it
God.
doesn't have the train sounds.
God, fucking British Rail.
Coronavirus, innit? They cut down the fucking
Yeah.
service. Been saying Jew for half an hour. Oh, here it is. Oh,
Running
Good.
a little late today.
they get there eventually, don't they?
It's coming from a long
Tell
way,
you what.
that's why I was waiting.
This
Yeah, okay.
platform's fucking massive. But now it's going into a tunnel, inexplicably. And it's gone.
Now arriving at Isolation Recommendation Station. Transfer
I'm on the wrong
available
train.
to Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, and YouTube. Next stop, somewhere else. Damn it.
Needed-
Shit, I was going to Stoke.
All right, what do we got, gentlemen? What have we been watching as we isolate?
What have we been watching? It's instantly turned from different activities to realising all we actually do is watch screens.
Yeah,
Or doing. What have we been doing as well?
I've been watching
Do telly.
telly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Ian, why don't you kick us off, Mr.
Okay.
Champ?
Mine's full on basic bitch. There's not much to talk about. It's the Netflix thing, Too Hot to Handle, which is like their
Oh,
version
God.
of
I was going to do that as a joke.
No, well,
it's the worst people on the planet.
It really is. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very weird one. It's like a condensed Love Island. There's only 8 episodes of it. It is awful people from around the world. Except Chloe from Essex, who's absolutely lovely. She's really nice and she's very self-aware, which I really like. But like aware of how fucking stupid she is. But yeah, it's a weird one. So it's like Love Island, but they have the twist is that they're not allowed to have any sexual contact, any kissing, or anything. Every time they do, they lose money.
I have heard of this. Yes,
out of the prize fund.
And spoiler alert, they all do it every fucking week.
All the time. All the time.
And then it's like, you've had a personal growth. No, you haven't.
Well, someone has.
Yeah.
But,
There's many personal growths.
Yeah. But I mean, it's trash, but there's 8 episodes of it. It's relatively short. They're only sort of 40 minutes or whatever. And it's some quite beautiful people just to put on screen. Yeah. But yeah, don't expect anything intelligent.
The barrel. It really picks up the baton, the terrible, terrible riddled with gonorrhea baton that Love Island dropped.
Yeah, definitely. But it's trash, but sometimes that's acceptable.
Yeah, hell yeah. I love a trashy dating show.
Yeah. Then they all get money at the end of it for being horrible people.
Yeah. Like that reminds me of like Love is Blind. Remember when that was super popular for a week and then
Oh, Gina watched that, yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Have you never seen that, Ian?
No, what's that?
Oh, okay. So if you actually got any form of enjoyment out of Too Hot to Handle, then you'll actually really like Love is Blind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it starts off with, I can't remember how many people.
20 people, I think.
Oh, 20 in total. Okay, so it's like 10 guys and 10 girls, and then they're both kind of in these houses together, but separated, and then they keep having dates that are just in like cubicles, is it like individual rooms?
A shared hallway, basically.
Yeah, but there's a screen in the middle and you can never see the person. And then it goes from there. And then it's like, it gets to the point where do they want to meet? But the whole thing is about like actually getting married. So when they meet, like they've already proposed without seeing each other.
Jesus Christ.
And then it kind of goes from there into when they see each other in the outside world and then up to them actually getting married. And then do they say yes or no and all this kind of stuff. And then an after show. That one was actually quite enjoyable. The after show was
brutal.
Brutal. Yeah.
Really?
That
really
one,
fucking brutal.
Yeah, so that one is kind of, I think, what they were trying to go for with Too Hot to Handle, but it was an incredibly ham-fisted approach to doing it. Like, Love is Blind has a bit more elegance to it, but like...
Okay. It's American, is it?
Yeah, entirely American.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Did you ever watch the British show Dating in the Dark?
No.
Now that's real dog shit TV again, but fucking funny. So they would get it's a dating show, but they would get them to do the date in a pitch black room. So and sometimes they would end up like
I have heard of this. Yeah.
So sometimes they would end up kissing or whatever, but then they would afterwards they would see each other for like I think it was like 10 seconds or something. So they'd like literally just put the lights on. Almost like a spotlight on that person for 10 seconds. Then they could decide whether they wanted to continue the relationship. And they did that by sort of going into a room. Like if they wanted to continue the relationship, they go into a room. But if the other person didn't, then they would just like leave the house and the person could see them from their room just walking out of the house. It was like absolutely brutal. Just like, oh, see you then. You just didn't like the look of me. Brilliant.
We used to have a show on MTV over here called Next.
Yes, I used to watch Next.
You've seen Next? Great. Okay, yeah, same thing. Yeah, just like an ugly guy gets on the bus and the girl's like, Next! Oh, shit, okay. I didn't even get to talk.
What is it, like real life Tinder? Like, no, swipe.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. This was Tinder before the internet, really.
Yeah, Next. Fuck me, yeah, that was great.
Oh, God.
Oh, well done, Ian, for that suggestion. You actually got to some funny things. Well done. That was the intention. Don't watch Too Hot to Handle. Watch those other 3 things we mentioned. Oh, it's so garbage. Oscar, what about you, buddy?
As usual, I couldn't decide, so I have 2 because all I do is watch things all the time.
Hey, your section, mate. Make the rules.
There you go. The first one is I finally got around to watching The Gentleman, the new Guy Ritchie movie. New, I say.
Oh, okay, yeah.
New-ish. With Matthew McConaughey and Colin Farrell.
Hugh Grant
was in it. Yeah, Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant was amazing.
He plays like a proper
really,
geezer,
really had a character. Yeah, he's a newspaper guy, but he's like a gangster newspaper guy.
Yeah.
It's good. It was really good. I generally like Guy Ritchie movies, especially, your Lock, Stock, and Your Snatch, that era of Guy Ritchie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
I
this
can
was
see
a
why.
throwback to
I
that.
suppose that's probably got, especially at the time, like a lot of appeal to the American audience.
Yeah, for sure.
With like the early 2000s, late 90s, like that kind of thing.
That and like Rock and Rolla is on there too. That was a little bit later, but so like not so much his like Sherlock Holmes or whatever other bad things he's done recently. Didn't he do like a Hercules movie or a King Arthur movie or something bad? I don't even know. I think he did a King Arthur movie or something. But this goes back to like what he knows, which is like gangsters in London and, guys describing things while you're actually seeing the scene play out with like a voiceover. And it was good. It was just really good. So if you like those other Guy Ritchie movies, this is exactly like that.
The return to form, as it were.
Yeah, return to form. Yeah, almost. There was some stuff that I don't know if it was explicitly echoing or just because there's a similar overlap in themes and topics, but it did have a bit of Pulp Fiction, like Guy Ritchie's Pulp Fiction almost, to me, in a good way. So I really liked it. That was good.
Yeah, because you can see parallels between like him and Tarantino with like the way they work. Because
yeah, for sure.
It does feel like skits almost.
Yes,
like
exactly. And then the other one is I've never liked improv. I've seen a couple of like live improv shows on like vacation at like a hotel, and you're like, oh God, what happened to you? Why is this your career? So when we came across it on Netflix, I was like very skeptical. But there is, I forget the name of the show, but it's Middleditch and Schwartz, and they do long form improv, which is like a much, much higher level of improv that I never even like was aware of, where basically they do one skit for like an hour and they get really into it. I'm describing it very poorly. The name of it is, I think it's just Middleditch and Schwartz, actually, on Netflix. And it's just these two guys that are comedians. You'll recognize them potentially from some American stuff like Parks and Rec or Silicon Valley. Yeah. I hated the guy from Silicon Valley. I didn't think he was funny at all, but apparently he's hilarious in real life and just chooses bad roles, I guess. But so each episode is like one thing. So like, for example, in the middle one, I think they were just like, who has something big coming up in their life? And someone was like, law school finals. And they were like, oh, okay, tell us all about the people in your program. Tell us about like what your situation. So they like kind of not quite interview the person for like a minute or two. And then they just go off and run with it.
So is it set on like a stage or like in a TV studio?
Yeah, it's just two guys on a stage and they have to alternate characters basically. Like, so there'll be four people in a conversation, but it's only two of them. So like they'll rotate around the characters. And so they'll end up playing the same character, but like back and forth. And so seeing them evolve the character and each of them bringing a new thing every time they take on a persona.
Nice. I've seen it advertised like on Netflix. I haven't watched it yet, but it's worth doing, is it?
I'm by no means an improv person, and I didn't even know that improv could be good. And this is like...
Yeah, absolutely.
I was crying my eyes out laughing. Like, I don't think I've seen anything this funny in a very long time. We were dying. It was so good.
There is so much bad improv, that's the thing. But with that sort of long form improv, there's a good podcast by Paul F. Tompkins, Spontanea Nation, where he gets like a few different improvers every week. It's about sort of 45 minutes long, and they just come up with a premise and run with it. And sometimes it's not great, and other times it's absolutely fucking hilarious.
These were stellar, and just seeing the wheels turn and seeing how they do. Anytime you get to see someone who's like genuinely an expert performing at the highest level.
But it's just the very basics of improv, of just doing the sort of yes and in something and just running with a concept rather than shutting it down, like trying to open up possibilities all the time rather than just shutting stuff down. It's just not something that comes naturally to a lot of people, so it can be brilliant.
It's happening on so many levels too, because like you can tell that they're trying to be the one that fucks the other one over just to fuck with each other while also being funny and doing stuff. So you're like, oh, so you were a rabbit in your job interview. Describe that for me. What did you look like? And you're like, no, you describe it for me. What would a rabbit look like to you? And they just kind of like go back. Like, it was really, really well done. And it makes me want to like look into more improv. I didn't know it could be that good. So it was really funny.
There's a thing that's been running for a while in London, which is called You, Me, Bum Bum Train. All improv things have like crazy names, but it's like so it's an improv thing, but not just that, but there'll be a random member of the public that is involved. but like has to stay involved through multiple sets with like an audience there and stuff. It's kind of one of these things that is kind of secret-ish, that like you never tell people what happens, and obviously what they do is different almost every time. But that's like an incredible thing as well. So and it is such a clever thing, especially when you can create something like that is it's improv. The clue's in the name.
Yeah, nice choice. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Cool.
Yeah, so Middle, Ditch, and Schwartz. My one I've managed to think of. Weirdly, I came to it through Marvel, but you'll get the link in a minute. So there's a TV show which has been on BBC One or BBC Two, I think, for a few weeks on a Tuesday, which is called I'll Get This.
Oh yeah, that is good. Yeah.
And I'm really annoyed I missed it. And chances are, based on my current history of recommendations, it would have ended last week, and so you won't get to see it anymore. But it is. I think it's a spin-off, kind of, or takes inspiration for. There's a show called Dinner for Five. Have you ever seen that, Oscar?
I have not. No.
Have you never? Okay. So in the early 2000s, Jon Favreau had a TV show where it'd be him at dinner with four people, like four celebrities, and effectively it just films them having dinner, and they cut it into a half an hour and just going through and chatting to each other and talking about a lot of stories. But there's like incredible people on there, like J.J. Abrams has been on there, like Ben Affleck. Who else? Like Kevin Smith has presented it before and been on there.
I think I've seen a clip from this because I remember when Force Awakens was coming out and we were trying all to figure out who Mark Hamill was going to play.
Oh, Mark Hamill's been on it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm picturing like Mark Hamill, J.J. Abrams, and Jon Favreau at a table, and he talks about like what he wanted to do with Luke Skywalker when Return of the Jedi was going to come out.
Yeah.
And all the super nerds in Star Wars were like, see, maybe he's that dude in the mask who turned out to be Kylo Ren. Because we were just like all just going insane trying to theorize as much as possible. And I'm pretty sure that sounds like it's from that show that you're talking about.
Yeah. So that's kind of a subsidiary recommendation because that is really good. And there's loads of that. It's like, it ran for about 5 years. So,
okay.
But this, I'll Get This, is kind of a step forward of that, which is you have five celebrities and they're there and they're having dinner and they're talking, but also they have to play party games. So they have party games between each other, similar kind of things to like what we've obviously been doing the last few weeks. But the competition is that they all have to put their credit card in at the beginning. And if you win a game, you get to take your card out and then you don't have to play anymore. And so it's all kinds of different ones about reading the room and blah, blah, blah. So it's just quite interesting to see that mix. And it is very entertaining. And them obviously being lumped with the bill, which will probably get paid for by the BBC afterwards.
By production,
yeah,
I'm sure.
Of course. Yeah.
But yeah, and that's really enjoyable. So it's quite funny, and as well has like the games element of kind of inspiration for what you can play later as well.
It is good. It's a really good choice, actually. That I've seen a few episodes of that, and they get a real mix of people as well. Presenters, comedians.
There's a couple that do have some shit people on there, but
definitely, yeah,
you get rid of them, and then it's fine. Yeah. Alice Levine.
I do like anyone that like wins a game, pulls their credit card out, and then orders a bottle of champagne. It's like absolutely brilliant.
Love it.
Yeah, and they're at a really expensive restaurant as well, where like some of the mains are like 50 quid, and they're like, I'll have that.
And the producer in the background is like, please stop.
Yeah, well, everyone else is like a vegan, so all of their meals are like 18, 20, 18. Like there was one I watched the other week. It had Jermaine Genius. It had Adrian Edmondson. It had who was the comedian that was on there? I think it was Desiree Birch was on there.
Okay.
I can't remember, but that was kind of the same thing. And like all of them are vegan apart from Adrian Edmondson. There's like scallops. I'll have this 50 quid steak. I'll have the cheese board. Like he went full Stimson on that meal.
5 lobsters, please.
And this dickhead's going to pay for it. So yeah, so that and Dinner for Five you can probably find on YouTube or stuff like that. They're like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So they're interesting. Like you said, Oscar, you found it with the J.J. Abrams and Mark Hamill, and you're like, oh, hang on. Like a meeting of minds almost.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Like this?
Exactly.
Well, a meeting at least.
Yeah, well, there's, yes.
Remember, Too Hot to Handle on Netflix.
Please don't. Well, yeah, on that, we will leave you there for the week. Thank you for sticking with us. Remember, stay alert, whatever that fucking means. Stay at home, you and don't be a dickhead. Thank you very much.
I get to get a bleep out.
Thank you very much, Oscar. Say bye-bye.
Thank you, Ian. Congratulations on your hollow victory.
Ian!
You made the rules. Whatever.
I did make the rules, yeah. So.
Ian wins. He's no longer... Oh, that makes you the Nickelback, Oscar. Congratulations.
Oh,
and on
that's
that,
just rude.
take care, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye.
Miles Offside is a Nate Whittam and Mark Howells production.